As we begin tonight with a grisly crime in a Midwest city and a manhunt that has people scared as they go to sleep tonight. A killer caught on camera running away from a horrific crime in Fort Wayne, Indiana, after allegedly kidnapping a woman, a mother, inside her home in front of her kids, then shooting her, firing at least 30 times before eventually taking off. In just a moment, I'm going to be speaking with one of the lead detectives on this case tonight. But first, correspondent Kelly Beeson is joining us live here with the latest on these terrifying events and more about this woman and mother who was killed.
Yeah, absolutely, Marnie. Well, from all accounts that we've heard from, this woman was a loving mother. She was also a very hardworking entrepreneur. Now, news of her murder sending shockwaves across the community, and now police are searching for answers with a killer on the loose.
It's one of those crimes that are shocking.
The city of Fort Wayne, Indiana, rocked by a crime that happened suddenly the night of January 29th.
It's just a savage thing and extremely violent, and obviously the community is scared to death.
A man dressed in all black forces his way into a home with a short-barreled rifle, threatening to kill two children inside before kidnapping their mother, 39-year-old Maria del Socorro Maldonado. Ambriz.
Definitely traumatic for the community, for the kids, especially the kids and the family. And it's something that we're working our best to try to bring a solution to solve.
The man forces Ambriz inside of her own SUV. 4 blocks from her home, she was found dead inside. Police say the suspect fired 30 rounds into the vehicle and was captured on a neighbor's surveillance camera running from the scene.
Sometimes you'll talk to a witness and you'll get a little bit of information. You'll talk to another one, you'll get a little bit of information. Then you can just kind of follow the chain of evidence to try to figure out who this person is.
Ambriz is described as a kind, quiet woman, a hard worker and single mother who loved her children. She owned a nearby bakery that's now closed until further notice. Police say during the ambush, Ambriz's children immediately called the bakery and told employees what had happened. The employees reportedly ran to a nearby restaurant in shock.
We're working our best to try to bring a solution to solve.
Now, according to people at neighboring businesses, Ambriz owned the bakery for more than 9 years. They recalled her being robbed twice, once inside of the bakery, another time while walking to her car, adding her children are now staying with a family member.
Horrific beyond belief. Kelly, thank you very much. Detective Brian Martin is with the Fort Wayne Police Department. He is helping lead this investigation on this terrible case tonight. Detective, we appreciate your time. It's been 5 days. Do you think this suspect is still in Fort Wayne?
It's unknown right now whether the suspect is in Fort Wayne or if they fled the area, but we're treating this case as if the suspect is close by and are in a close vicinity, and we will have an opportunity to take them into custody is our hope.
How do you go about a search in a case like this? Clearly someone who is capable of horrific violence for law enforcement and also for the public.
This is a case that we're working, we're asking for a lot of assistance from the neighborhood and the people in the community. We live in a day and an age where nearly everybody has some sort of security camera, Ring doorbell, whatever that may be. And we've done a very extensive canvass. We've talked to a lot of people in the neighborhood, and we are very fortunate to be able to go through that video and try to track the whereabouts of the path that this individual took as they escaped. It's very important to us to get this individual off the street because the intensity of the violence and what he did to Maria and ultimately her family and her children, and with her children present, he's an extreme danger to our community and a very high priority.
Any clues in terms of the kids that saw all of this? Did they communicate with you guys as to what he may have said to Maria before he took her?
We did have an opportunity to interview the children, and there are additional interviews that are ongoing. And some of the information the children provided us, as well as others, has been beneficial and has helped us narrow down exactly who we might be looking for, and is hopefully going to point us in the right direction ultimately.
Kelly mentioned just a moment ago that Maria's Bakery had been robbed twice before. Do you think that those events may be connected to all of this?
We don't know at this time, but we are not going to rule out any motive or any circumstances. And it does seem like something that needs to be explored even more as to why this lady was targeted in the past and why she was targeted for this particular crime. It's very concerning to us.
And given the nature of the crime detective, how concerned are you that he may hurt somebody else? What is your message to the public tonight?
My message to the public is if they see anybody, if they have any information that could lead to the whereabouts of this gentleman, please call us immediately. Call the Fort Wayne Police Department Detective Bureau or Homicide Division or your local Crime Stoppers. Don't approach, but even the smallest piece of information could lead to the break we need to take this individual into custody and get him off our street and out of our community.
I know your focus is on finding him tonight, and that's where it should be. But we mentioned briefly about Maria, a member of the Fort Wayne community, a business owner, a mother. What more can you tell us about her, her past, who she was, and what's being done tonight in Fort Wayne to remember her?
She was loved by her community. She was a very nice lady. She was very well respected. Had a family business, a bakery, and employed another individual or two that worked with her. They were very close friends. And we've talked to nobody who has anything negative to say about Maria. Everybody's just grieving and in complete shock over this crime and how horrific it was and who could do such a thing.
If this suspect who carried out this terrible act happens to be watching tonight or sees any of this coverage, what would you and other law enforcement have to say to him tonight?
I would encourage that individual to turn themselves in. Come to the police station, sit down, we'll talk to you, and let's get this resolved. Let's give her family the answers that they deserve, and let's end this before anybody else gets hurt or the opportunity or anything bad could possibly happen. Turn yourself in and we can work through this.
A dangerous individual. Detective Martin, we appreciate you taking the time to talk to us tonight. Our best to you and the Fort Wayne Police Department as you work to apprehend this person before he hurts anyone else. Thank you for your time. Thanks for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.